everyone is broken, so they think that I was sleeping alone. Welcome to Spectrum News at 10, coming to you live from Uyo. I am Ofonono Joseph. Let's take a look at the top stories. President Tinubu vows to tame inflation, strengthen transparency. Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Naji, says science tech key to global peace. Plus, US President Donald Trump announces 25% tariffs on South Korea and Japan. Stay tuned for details of these and other stories in a jiffy. Good morning once again. Many thanks for joining us on the news. First in the news this morning is that President Bola Tinubu has said his administration is fully committed to reducing inflation and promoting economic stability through fiscal discipline, transparency, and citizen participation. Tinubu made this known while declaring open a three-day national on fiscal governance, transparency, and accountability organized by the National Assembly's Public Accountants Committee in Abuja. Represented by the Minister of State for Finance, Dr. Doris Uzoka Anite, the president said efforts are underway to strengthen financial systems across government agencies, adding that these include general improving procurement transparency, and expanding digital finance tools. He said that Nigeria must reduce inflation by fixing structural issues, especially in food production and supply chains. While stressing the importance of cutting wasteful spending, Tinubu called on civil society, the media, and everyday Nigerians to hold the government accountable and play an active role in governance. In the meantime, Vice President Kashim Shettima says Nigeria remains committed to the ban on nuclear weapon testing. He stated this during a meeting at the presidential villa with a delegation from the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty Organization, CTBT. Many countries in Africa is facing numerous socio-economic challenges, including poverty and climate change. According to him, Africa's priority at the moment is to address its existential challenges of poverty and the effects of climate change, not the pursuit of nuclear weapons capability. Shettima commended the CTBTO for also serving civilian purposes, such as detecting tsunamis and volcanic seismic activities, as well as contributing to the stability of global ecology. On his part, the Executive Secretary of CTBTO, Dr. Floyd, applauded Nigeria's leadership under President Bola Tinubu for contributing to the attainment of the global average in the reduction of nuclear testing and establishment of strong norms against it, describing the relationship between the organization and the country as a natural partnership. In a related development, the Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Uche Naji, has emphasized the pivotal role of science and technology in fostering global peace, saying they serve as fundamental pillars for international stability and security. Nagy spoke during a visit by Executive Secretary of the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty Organization (CTBTO), Dr. Robert Floyd, to the ministry in Abuja. According to the minister, Dr. Floyd's visit is a significant step in strengthening the synergy between multilateral diplomacy and technological advancement, while reaffirming a shared global understanding that innovation is vital to development and global accountability as well as peace. He added that under leadership of the ministry, Nigeria is developing a future anchored in data-driven policy, indigenous innovation, and harnessing of emerging technologies. Naji stressed that innovation is beyond invention, a mindset that drives systemic transformation and strategic progress. To the Green Chamber Safety, Education and Administration has approved the sum of 774.7 billion naira as the 2025 budget for the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency (NIMASA). The approval was given during a budget defense session in Abuja, where the committee chairperson, Khadija Abba Ibrahim, acknowledged the agency's projected figures after a detailed presentation by the NIMASA's management. Representing the Director General of NIMASA, Dr. Dayo Moberiola, the Executive Director of Finance and Administration, Chidi Ofodile, disclosed that the agency is targeting a revenue of 774.6 as one resident and host communities in Kaduna State against encroaching on its right of way or building under transmission lines. The Commission also warned against power infrastructure, insisting that such actions endanger lives and undermine electricity supply nationwide. At a sensitization forum held in Kaduna State, TCN engaged traditional rulers, security officials, youth leaders, and other key stakeholders on the dangers of erecting structures under. Now to Africa, where police in Kenya clashed with demonstrators yesterday during anti-government protests as the authorities blocked major roads leading into the capital, Nairobi. According to the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, 11 fatalities and mentioned that numerous police officers had been injured. Reports say protesters lit bonfires and hurled stones at police in road. On the foreign scene, US plans to impose a 25% tariff on goods from South Korea and Japan starting August 1, following a 90-day pause on aggressive trade measures. Donald Trump confirmed the move via social media, sharing letters to both countries. Talks are ongoing, but the window for negotiations closes despite unresolved issues. Still on the foreign scene, death toll from flash floods that struck central Texas on Friday has now climbed to more than 100 people, and an unknown number of others are still missing. Reports say search and rescue teams are wading through mud-piled riverbanks as more rain and thunderstorms threaten the region. A Christian all-girls summer camp confirmed that at least 27 girls and staff were among the dead. 10 girls and a camp counselor are still missing. Meanwhile, the White House rejected suggestions that budget cuts at the National Weather Service (NWS) could have inhibited the disaster response. The county sheriff's office said at least 84 of the victims, 56 adults and 28 children, died in Kerr County, where the Guadalupe River was swollen by torrential downpours. Some 22 adults and 10 children have yet to be identified. Still to come in the news, Newcastle agree €55 million fee for Forest winger Elanga. Stay tuned for details of these and more. Welcome back. Many thanks for staying with us. Now to the concluding part of our news stories. On our business news, the federal government has expressed its determination to tackle energy poverty with a high-level stakeholder engagement forum towards the implementation of the National Energy Compact under the Mission 300 initiative. The government-led forum, which is a critical step towards tackling energy poverty, will be held today through the Federal Ministry of Power and the Federal Ministry of Finance in collaboration with Sustainable Energy for All. Tagged Mission 300, the initiative is championed by the World Bank Group and the African Development Bank, with key support from other stakeholders. The project is geared towards achieving the ambitious goal of connecting 300 million people across Africa to electricity by 2030, alongside other African countries, with Nigeria as one of 12 countries selected for the first phase of Mission 300 implementation, and has committed to bold reforms to expand energy access, scale up renewable energy, and attract private sector investment. Still in business, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has directed banks to submit a capital restoration plan as part of regulatory efforts to support the exit from the forbearance regime. In a circular signed by the CBN Director of Banking Supervision, Olubukola Akinwumi, published on its website, the Apex Bank said the Capital Restoration Plan would complement its other measures, which include termination of forbearance exposure and investment in foreign subsidiaries for affected banks. CBN noted that to complement the above measures and ensure forward-looking capital planning, all affected banks are required to prepare and submit a comprehensive capital restoration plan to the CBN on or before the 10th working day, following the end of the quarter with effect from June 30, 2025. The plan should detail the management's proposed strategies to restore full regulatory compliance, including but not limited to cost optimization initiatives, risk asset reduction, significant risk transfers, and necessary business model adaptations. Now to sports, where Newcastle United have agreed a £55 million fee with Nottingham Forest for Sweden winger Anthony Elanga, I beg your pardon. Newcastle are seeking to strengthen their attacking options as they prepare for their return to the Champions League following a fifth place Premier League finish last season. The 23-year-old scored 6 goals and produced 11 assists for Nuno Espirito Santo's side during their successful 2024-2025 Premier League season. Still in sports, Alexia Potrella scored twice and assisted 2 more goals as Spain undermined their credentials as Euro 2025 favourites with a convincing victory over Belgium Stockholm Arena. And that's all we have for you at this time. Do ensure to follow us on all our social media handles and subscribe to our YouTube channel, all of which you can find on our website, spectrumtvlive.ng. You have been watching Spectrum News at 10. My name is Ofonono Joseph. Good morning.